Hey everybody, this is Beela, and this is Injustice 2 Online Episode 16. And in this match I'm playing a little bit more brain dead man and just holding up forward as you do. Playing against a cyborg player. I don't know what his deal was. I feel like there was some issue with him. He was... Oh! I think I remember it now. Okay, so I was playing Wonder Woman, and he continued to counterpick me every single time that he lost, with harder and harder counterpicks. So, eventually, I just went to Batman for this one match, and then he chose somebody else after this, and so then I switched to someone else, and then he sent me messages afterwards. I don't remember what he said, but I sent the message back, was I supposed to stand there and let you counterpick me all day? And then he never responded. So, I don't know. But, yeah. Anyway, this got a little bit personal, I guess. But Batman's best zoner, so Cyborg. Sorry about it, bro. Sorry about it. Oh, gosh, those sparkles were so close. They were so close and pretty. If you'd just been a little bit... If I had been a little bit lower, I would have gotten them. Here we go. Oh, I'm in there. I'm in there. Doesn't matter I got hit. I'm Batman. I got jump 2. I got jump 2. What you gonna do? Oh, jump 2. Oh, you got hit. Oh, I gave him too much credit with the sparkles there. Boom. I actually don't... I guess I won this. I don't remember it. I don't remember how it ended, but I'm looking at the life lead right now, and it seems like I probably won it. But I don't really know too much about this matchup other than Batman's Batman, so I don't really... Oh, I'm just going to chip him, yeah. Other than Batman's Batman, so I don't have to really do too much. And I should be okay, which I was. So let's see what this matchup is. Oh gosh, I do remember this. So this was, I think, the first Catwoman I played. And gosh dang it, this is a hard matchup. It's awful. It's freaking awful. You can't throw the shield because Catwoman, you can't throw like shield toss because Catwoman has the jump 2. Lasso toss is also bad. Well, it's not bad, it's inconsistent. It works about half the time you would expect it to, maybe. But her jump 2 honestly shuts down Wonder Woman alone. And I know a lot of people like to say, oh, you know, her jump 2, it's so good against my zoning character. Well, at least when you're full screen, you can still zone them. My entire game, it rests in her jump 2 range. That's all Wonder Woman has. And she's going to completely conquer it, pretty much, with that jump 2 alone. And then, when she gets in, you know, it's just staggers for days. Yeah. What's really good is that she's not a, you know, necessarily that kind of mix-up 50-50 character that she was in Injustice 1. I do think overall she's better because of how this game functions and her new tool sets. Her staggers are just so good, and her ability to get in is just... I honestly don't know if there's a character that can get in as consistently as Catwoman. I think she is probably the character that can get in. Well, you know, Black Adam does have that meter burn dive kick that he can do from full screen. So I guess technically, it's a little bit easier as Black Adam. But yeah, I feel like Catwoman is really good at, I guess, just shutting people down. Yeah, I don't think she's a top 5 character, but I do think she's top 10. The staggers, I think, are powerful, but they're not as powerful as something like Atrocitus and his mix-ups. They're not as powerful as stuff like ambiguous cross-ups with staggers, you know. I do think she's really strong, but I can't put her in a top 5 category like some some other people have. I just think that the other top 5 in this game are just much more foolproof, I will say. Not to say that Catwoman takes a rocket scientist, but yeah. Anyway, so this is a match against Captain Cold, and yeah, you're seeing right now that this is kind of annoying looking. The backdash is ridiculous, and then the interactives on this stage don't help things. You can actually walk into that ice puddle, but it is very difficult. It's not something to rely on. I did it because I needed to try it, but you're seeing right now I didn't do it again, just because I felt it was too risky to go for it. But I wanted to see if I could do it in an actual game, and I did. I'm just not going to rely on it. So right here I'm trying to keep him, but as you're seeing right there, meter burn roll. And you pair meter burn roll with his tool set, you pair it with the interactives on this stage, you pair it especially the moveset like that backdash, and it's difficult. So I decided that I wanted to try to take down those interactives in the middle, because if I can at least force him to use meter to get out, that's better than him getting it for free. But as you're seeing right now, this is difficult, and he's just gonna wake up. Yeah. If I could go back, I'm not entirely sure what I would do. Maybe jump less, but I mean at the same time, you know, I'm looking for those high shots. I think what I would do is be a little bit more patient on his wake up, maybe use lasso toss on his wake up from a range. See if you could do something kind of like Dr. Fate. Now this is where I feel this matchup gets really ridiculous. He didn't do it, but I have played other Captain Cold players who did. If you get a level 2 gun thing like that, where it did the little ice dome. Sorry, I'm tripping all over my words. It had that little ice dome where you take damage over time, you get slowed down, and if you're in there for a certain amount of time, then you're frozen. If you put that out there, you can actually charge another level 2 during that time. So you can essentially loop it over and over again. If someone has the know-how to make sure that you're in there and to read you well enough and to charge during that, it's hard. It's really hard to bridge the gap, because there will be a gap once they get to that point. But as I was saying before, when I was talking about how to deal with the ice wall, doing something like Dr. Fate doing the lasso toss on his wake up, which you're seeing right now, I think maybe I would have tried a little bit of that in that other matchup, or try to do bracelets, but I don't like doing bracelets because it's way too risky. But I think Wonder Woman is okay against Fate. The big thing, which you're not seeing too much of it in this one because this Fate player isn't as experienced, but one of the big things about fighting Fate is that he doesn't have the best air options, as far as covering air, I should say. So you can do a lot of jump-ins, and he gave up here. You can do a lot of jump-ins, and he's gonna have to deal with that unless he reads it way ahead of time and, you know, does some kind of hard counter anticipation kind of thing, which I don't even know how much he could really do about jump-ins. But your big strengths are going to be jump-ins, your air shield toss, and then really kind of bridging the space with your meter burn shield bash. And then once you've walked him down enough and you're looking for the meter burn roll, you're looking for his jump-ins to try to get on the other side once you've been walking him down. Once you do, you just harass him in the corner with the lasso toss, with the back two. The big thing you'll have to look out for when you do get there is, again, the meter burn roll, and again the jump. And I'm not gonna lie to you and say that like you're gonna win it once he gets in there, but you're going to have an advantage while he is in there. unfortunately, meter burn roll is really, really good sometimes, and if you don't read it, if you're not looking for it, if you're not expecting it, you can easily lose that and then have to walk him down to the other corner all over again. But that is the general plan, and if you play it right, then you can deal with Dr. Fate fairly well as Wonder Woman. But anyway, I will see you guys next time. Thank you very much for watching. I'd greatly appreciate it if you supported the video. You can do that by liking it or sharing it, sending it to someone that you think might enjoy it. I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.